Hello everyone, welcome to a new episode of Migrant Collective Stories. I am with two awesome girls from Colombia. I am with Carolina Montoya and Rosario Orejuela. They have been for so long here. Carolina, she's a journalist. Yeah, you have
social communicator and journalist.
Super, and Rosario, she's an economist.
Yes.
And both of you girls have been living here for a couple of years. Caro from in total 6 years, around 6 years, and Rosario 16.
14.
14.
Yes.
Okay, so almost another life. And hey girls, thanks for being with Migrant Collective and share your stories with our community.
Oh, thank you, Nina, for inviting us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. And you are two extraordinary people.
Ooh.
Because you lead girls, Latinos Extraordinarios. How is the translation of Latinos Extraordinary? Like
Extraordinary Latin people.
people.
Yeah.
Extraordinary Latin people. So, look at that. How lucky I am that I'm with you girls. And I want to know before to arrive how you create this idea. I want to know how did you get to Australia?
Okay, so start how I get to Australia.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I have like a two season, we can call it like season. First one was because my husband was transferred for his company, so I came in 2012 for a year. We stayed here for a year, he was working, and I came to study English. And then we went back to Colombia. From there, we applied for the residence and visa, and then we came back as a resident in 2015, and now we are here. Yes, almost 6 years ago.
Yeah, well, you are also super lucky because you are with the Lego Master. With a Lego Master man.
Yes, my husband won the prize, the Lego Master TV show. Yeah.
You see extraordinary people around. Oh my god.
And he
Um,
is. Yes.
Yeah, I'm so lucky. Okay, Rosario, what about you?
My story is a little bit different. I came as an international student in 2007 in February. 14 years ago, and I just came as a student, staying all the time in Melbourne. I was studying here for around 5 years, and later I just got my sponsorship with an agency, and later I changed it to a school, and and here I am. Like after a long time, almost 13 years, I got my permanent residency.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh my god, congratulations.
Yes, thank you so much.
And I want to know, Caro, how have been your working experience here?
Okay, it's been a roller coaster. It's not easy for Latinos or for people who migrate from everywhere or from some places. So first of all, when I arrived here, my English was not enough to get or to start in the same position that I used to have in Colombia. So it was a little bit hard. But my first experience in Australia was working in Myer. I work as a makeup artist in one of the beauty floor in Myer, and I was just helping people to selling just beauty products, and then helping people to look beautiful and amazing and do some makeup with them. And that was my first job. It was a very nice job, a very beautiful job, but it was very tiring because I need to stay all the time, stand up and walking around. And then once I just get very tired and I said, no, I'm not continue with this job. Even that I love it, I didn't want to continue with that. And then my second job, I tried to find a job. It wasn't easy. I have sometimes just staying home trying to figure it out what I want to do. And then I get a job in a call center. I work in a call center for almost 2.5 years, and I was talking to customers. I was selling products, and that was my big experience here. I start understanding all the customers by phone because it's not easy, an Australian accent, and everything is super difficult. But I get all more confidence during that job. And then before COVID, I just finished that job, and during COVID I couldn't find any job, but I started doing some volunteer job and as a marketing, because I have a background as well as a marketing, and I started doing that. And now I'm working in customer services in a homeschool. I'm helping people to find the right course for them at the institute. That's all.
Wow, good. Congratulations for that.
Thank you.
What about you, Rosario?
Okay, when I came as a student, as you know, all students get like a casual jobs. I got a cleaning job for around 6 months. I clean offices, so at night, and I was studying during the morning. I was studying English. And after that job, or at the same time, I found a waitress job. So it was in a very fancy Italian restaurant, and I worked there around 4 years. So I started as a runner, so running just the food from the kitchen to the tables, until the manager said, no, your English is already okay, you can start taking orders. I almost was like, oh no, I can't. I can't take orders. But definitely she believes in me, so I said, okay, why not? And I started to take orders, and it was a really nice experience. I always said that to everyone. I love working in hospitality. It was a great job. I met my best friends there from many countries, not just Australians. It was, I met people from Italy, France, and also Australians, other Colombians that worked there. So it was great. I did that for around 4 years. And after that, I also said to myself, I left the cleaning job after 6 months, and I just said, okay, I'm just going to find a job in an office, because when you came through from Colombia to Australia, you miss in somehow that job. So I said, oh no, I need an office job. So I started applying as a data entry or receptionist. It was the simple way to start with. And then just found a job as a data entry. I started working with an accounting program, MyOpe, and just like typing invoices, and yeah, and everyone there speak English except me. Yes, except me. My boss was Scottish, and it was really difficult accent to understand. So at that time, one day he said to me, okay, you can start calling customers to just asking for money, in accounting area, you just have to call them, oh, you are owing money, you just need to pay. And it was a very confronting time, because I thought my English was not good enough to do that. But my boss, he thought, yes, you can do it. So I started doing that, and at the beginning you just get the wrong email address from the people. The people just hang out the phone in front of your face, and you have to record everything. But it was a great experience, because you practice English a lot in the telephone, and also getting that information. And after that, I found a job in an agency, and I worked in that agency in a student agency for around 6 years, and I just learned everything about international students there. And after that, I found another job as a marketing manager in a school, and then that was my last role before I joined Latin Advisor today.
Yeah, what do you do in Latin Advisor?
Now I'm the managing director of Latin Advisor. So I manage the office here in Melbourne, but also I manage the team that we have, the team working in Colombia, in Cali, in Bogota, and also in Brisbane. So yeah, I'm also in charge of some students. I love my passion is helping students to find the right path here in Australia, because I live that as well. So I know that I really, the students need a lot of that. So that's my passion.
And girls, can I ask, how was the environment working in this, for example, in your work now? How is the environment? Do you work with Aussie people, or it's an international team?
Okay, so all of my colleagues are Aussie. They are from Australia. I have a couple, but they had background from everywhere. So I have someone who just was born here, but they are parents from Japan. And I have a Greek a friend. I have one from New Zealand. I have, what else? An Indian. And my boss is from Sri Lanka. So it's like a multicultural group, but the most of them they has been living here for a long time, or some of them they were born here. Yes, and I am the only Latina in the group. Yeah, so it's very multicultural. Yeah.
Okay. And is it a good environment?
Absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. I found it we are very good colleagues. We help each other, and I found that immediately when I get in the group, I get that I did a click. I just made a click to get there with them, and they are it's a collaborative environment. It's very nice. I'm lucky to be there.
Yeah. What about your experience, Rosario?
Currently, I just have a Latin team, because the agency is obviously Latin American, trying to help students from Latin America, but we also have students from other nationalities, from Europe or from Korea. So eventually, it's not the majority of the students, but we have students from different cultures. But in my previous experience, I worked with, like Caro said, with many people from around the world. Like work with people from India, from here, from Australia. I work from different nationalities. So yeah, I think Australia gives that opportunity when you are working in a company to have this to meet a lot of people from different nationalities. So and that gives you a lot of culture, because when we came from Colombia for the first time, you just see Asian people and you think that everyone is from speak or eat similar, but you found here a lot of different cultures in each country. So it's really nice experience to work with different people.
So do you think these working environments are prepared to give an opportunity to people with another background?
I believe that because Melbourne or Australia receive people from everywhere all the time, they are open, and they know that they used to have all of people who came since 1980s or but I think that some of them they are very open, and some of the culture and a couple of industry they are a little bit closed, but I think that they are just starting open to receive everyone as a welcome everyone. I guess it's a good.
I think definitely Australia gives the opportunity to other cultures to be part of the companies and to be part of the jobs. Sometimes it's more about you think that you are not capable or you are not going to be welcome. It's your thinking that you won't be fitting in that environment, but for them I think they're more than welcome. They think that we are once they meet your capabilities or your skills, they really, really enjoy working with people from different nationalities.
So, what do you think are the obstacles that we face as a Latino community or as a migrants in general when we want to improve our working situation? What are the obstacles or the barriers that we face when we want to try to find another kind of jobs, maybe in our careers or in areas that we have experience?
I think that we are scared. We think that we are not enough. It's something that I don't know. Maybe it's from Latin American people because we are sometimes talking. Or I am just sometimes talking with Asian people, and they are very strong, and they believe that in their self. But when I talk with some migrant from Latin America, I guess we are a little bit scared to express ourselves, to be enough, and we are enough. We are capable to do everything, but we are very scared. I think that is the wall that we build to show them that we could do wherever we can do that. So we are very scared. I think that is that we think that we are not enough, and we think that our English is not enough. We need to be perfect to get a job. We want to be the best to get a job or to get into in the industry what we want to just do. But yes, it's just a thing that we have in our minds. It's not real.
Yeah, I think I share the same thinking of Carolina. I think the first fear that comes to your mind is English, that English barrier, that probably your English is not good enough, or you just probably you won't understand what they give you to do or whatever you need to do. So I think that probably in my case that was the first thing that you think when you are off. But after I realized that the people from other cultures, they don't care how they speak. When they were working in a mobile shop or whatever, I said, why, if they don't care, they speak like really bad because you hear them, why you care? So then I just realized, oh no, that's in my mind, and that's it. And that was another parenthesis, that when my job, my boss from the Scottish one, when he said to me, oh, you can start calling people. I just looked at him and I said, are you serious? And in my mind, I said, my English is not good enough to call people or to asking for money on the telephone. So are you serious? You're talking to me? And I think inside, like I said, okay, if this guy believes in me, why I don't believe in myself? That was the big question that I just asked myself, and I said, okay, if he thinks I can, I can. So I start doing it, and it's about, it doesn't matter if they just hang out their phone or if you have to call them again to ask for them or email again, doesn't matter. But it's trying. It's about trying until you get an expert, because you will reach that point with repetition.
Hey girls, and can I ask which one are your best and working experience here? Best and worst.
Okay.
Who wants to start? I need a volunteer.
Okay.
You already know mine.
Yeah, so I believe that now, after 6 years, almost 6 years, I feel that I belong in some place. Even though I used to work in some places that I had a good experience, now I feel that I am in the perfect moment. Yes, learning from there, and I feeling that I belong in some area and in some industry, and I belong in that company. Yes, so it's been a very beautiful journey and I have been there just for a couple of months, but I'm feeling like, I'm feeling comfortable. So I think that now I'm very happy for that. I'm learning a lot, different than the others that I didn't learn too much, because I never put all my energy in that. Now I'm feeling comfortable. But my last jobs, I guess my first and called when I started the call center. My first call was the worst. Rosario, I couldn't understand. The email address was wrong. I didn't know what I was talking about. I was like thinking, why I am sitting here in front of a phone and a computer doing that? And I remember I cried a lot when I finished my shift that day. I said, I'm not good for that. This is terrible. I cried. I didn't understand too much. I don't know why I stayed there for 8 hours. I don't remember. It was very, very hard. But during the process, I know it was a process. So my first call, I was shaking. It was terrible. I think that I take bad notes and everything. But now it was a process, and I learned a lot from there. Yeah. So it was the terrible one.
Okay.
In my case, I don't think I have too many jobs in Australia. Like I was kind of stable in each job. Like I can count it, like I have like 4 jobs. So basically, but I think there is no worse job, because at the end of the day, every job teach you something, like Carolina said. I have, during these jobs, probably you have difficult moments or you have difficult experiences, but at the end of the day, you learn and you are here because of those jobs, So I think one of the worst experience at the end of my job was in the education agency that I was, because I didn't finish in a good terms with the owner, and I think it was a difficult moment. But whatever, I think that things happen for a reason. So I was in that journey because I needed to learn that how not to be that boss, for example. Now I am a boss, I'm leading a team, so how not to be a bad boss or how to be a better leader, So I needed to go to that pathway because of that. I think the best experience is now in Latin Advisor, because I'm managing my own people, and I just I'm bringing ideas. I have a really good team. I have a really good business partner. So although we are in a very difficult moments like COVID, but I think this is the happiest moment in my life in terms of professionally, because I'm reaching the point that I really wanted to start doing this long time ago, but I couldn't. So I think this is the best experience now.
Wow, I'm surprised. Such a good and beautiful experiences, and you learn a lot. And I think this we have to understand we are human beings, and human beings have processes, like internal ones, and those processes are different for each one.
Yes.
Some people can get it very quick. Well, the thing that they have to learn about positions in a specific, and some people stay there per ages trying to understand, but are very different timings, and I think this is a good point. And girls, I want to know, how did you get to the idea to create this awesome podcast called Extraordinary Latin People?
Okay, Rosario, just tell the story. You know the story better.
No, it's so funny because my business partner one day called me and said, look, I have this brilliant idea. Why we don't start doing a podcast interviewing? There is extraordinary people in Australia. I know many people because of my job with the students. So he said, why we don't do that? And it was so funny because I thought that long time ago, but I didn't take action to do it. And I said, I can't believe you are telling me this story. And he said, I already have the person that is going to be on the podcast. She has such an amazing voice. I like it. Blah, blah, blah. It's Carolina. And I know Carolina because Carolina is she is related with my business partner. So I said, okay, perfect. But at the beginning, the idea was that Carolina was the speaker. But because I really wanted to be participate into the podcast, I said, Carolina, I don't know if I really wanted to do it, but I don't know if it is going to be a good idea to have two different voices. She's from Medellin, I'm from Cali, so it's like a different accent. I said, okay, let's see. And then we started, and then we started with the idea, and then in our journey we have met lots of people, like different people, different nationality, different cities. You are the first Chilean
in the program.
come on board. And yeah, and I think it has been amazing because we have learned a lot from the speakers, like you said before, different stories in Australia, different timing for everyone, different jobs. So it has been that's how Latinos Extraordinarios in Spanish, that's how it born. Yes.
Yeah,
amazing.
I'm super happy to be with you girls and be part of Latinos Extraordinarios, where the people can find more information about your podcast.
So we are in Spotify, we are in almost in all of the platforms, in Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and what else? I don't remember. No, but we have in all of the platforms.
And Instagram.
We are in Instagram. We have an amazing person who is helping us with the social media and all the digital things. And we are in Instagram, in Facebook. We use more Instagram for everything, and of course, the main platform is Spotify. So you can just listen all our episodes. We are almost in 11 episodes, and we have like 3 left for this season. We are gonna stop, have a break, and we are gonna start. So.
Great, so everyone is invited to listen the girls in Latinos Extraordinarios, and I want to ask you girls the last thing. What are your wishes or recommendations for the people who is watching us or listen us? What are your recommendations for the skilled migrants who are here and are thirsty of opportunities?
I guess for me it's more like believe in yourself. It's the first thing, because sometimes I didn't believe in myself. A couple of years ago I was just in a bubble. I feel like I wasn't enough, and just please break that bubble and believe in you. You are capable to do everything that you want to do it. You can just be wherever you want here in Australia.
Okay. And from I will recommend a part of that, believe in yourself, perseverance. I think doesn't matter if you try 1, 2, 3. You need to try minimum 10 per day until you get 1 yes. So I think it's a matter of be persistent in the searching jobs, because I believe in the talent that we have in Latin America. I believe that we are very capable people, and we have amazing people here in Australia that probably don't believe in themselves and don't try. So this combination is really important. It's not just believe in yourself. You need to put in action. You need to try. You need to start doing the steps to reach that point that you can have your first interview, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rejections, but the 6th or the 7th will be the good one. Yeah. So yeah, that's it.
Wow, such a good recommendations. Thanks, girls, for your time today, for being with the Skilled Migrants Collective Stories. And yeah, I think we are factor change, and all of us, we are doing something to change the Latinos' life or migrants' life. So thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Hey guys, listen the podcast.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nina.
Bye. Thank you.